Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to another episode of Stocks and Crypto, where we talk about stocks and crypto. And I am going to mention those things today. But it's so important for me to get this stuff out there. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, like it, share it. I think it's so important to get this content out because the economic outlook does not look extremely good in the near future here. So I think everyone needs to know about this kind of stuff to maybe prepare so they're ready. I don't want people to get caught off guard, losing tons of money in their stock accounts. I want people to be prepared and be ready for what's coming. And I think there are major opportunities to make a fortune. Okay, that's why I started the whole channel like 8-9 months ago. Because I saw what was going to be coming, and this is all part of it. The big drop in these markets today, I fully expected this drop a long time ago, and I know that I don't think it's going to be over, okay? So, yeah, please like and subscribe because I want to get the word out. And stay to the end because at the end of the video, I'm going to talk to you about the GoFundMe and give you a little bit more insight about what's happening with that. I have been calling for a market downturn. Today, we did see a nice drop. I'm getting a lot of messages right now from my main researcher about INOD. Okay, I probably should have kept that one for the patrons because something massive might happen with that stock. And I'm giving this stuff for free. It's like ridiculous. But, it makes me excited and happy to talk about this stuff too. So the Dow dropped 388. The S&P was down 63. And the NASDAQ was down 207. So pretty big drop for the NASDAQ. So why? Did it drop just because I said so? Because I said it was going to happen? No. The consumer confidence took a big dip, okay? Especially concerning the future of elevated interest rates. The Fed chairman Jerome Powell said he would keep rates higher for longer. And I expect one more rate hike. The conference board said that its consumer confidence index fell to 103 in September from 108.7. So the consumers are not as confident right now. They're not as likely to be, getting big loans possibly and spending money. And so this means Americans are less confident about the economic situation. This number tells me it is, basically this number is a clue. It's an indicator of what's going on. So it's an indicator. It means that we're seeing a contraction in the economy. The index that measures future expectations dropped to 73.7 from 83.3. So we're seeing some of these big numbers in consumer confidence. And this is kind of what's leading the way in these downturn in these markets. So signs of a recession, these numbers from the consumer confidence just tell us that there's a recession coming, as if we didn't already know that on this channel. I've been keeping you guys, up to date about what's going on. Pretty much, we've been dead on the ball on this thing. I think INOD is going to explode soon. Don't get overhyped just because I said that. I'm just telling you what I think. And I've been wrong plenty of times. This economy is not good. The job market is not as good as, in my town, it's pretty bad, you guys. I have applied to so many jobs. I don't want to get into it. But I did get one job. I'm going to work tomorrow at Six Flags Darien Lake. So it's a really awesome, fun place to work. Yeah, they work you kind of hard for the pay. But it's just a blast because there's so many people there. It's a fun place. Everyone's happy. So, if you've never been to a Six Flags Darien Lake, you got to go check it out. Or, yeah, Six Flags location. It's a blast. So, we've had some other economic signs that businesses are not doing so good. Target had its first sales decline in 6 years. Home Depot had sales declines as well. Best Buy, they're having sales declines too. They're not making as much profit. They shut down the Best Buy up here on Transit Road. I used to work there. Where do you think I got this shirt? the guy, he's like, when I got my interview and he was training me, he's like, we're not closing stores because we do the best work. You know what happened? They fired me, and then they freaking closed the store, you know, a year or two after they dropped me. And I was one of the employees that actually cared about the future of the company, cared about that location. So you got these managers that don't know who to keep, don't know who to hire. It's a hiring problem. We have wrong management in a lot of companies, and that's actually what's contributing to the loss of profits and the downfall of a lot of these companies. It's a multi-factor thing, but that's just something that always gets to me. It's like they hire all these weird people. You know, why don't you hire the people that really care, you know? I don't know. It's just whatever. Consumer spending is very important because it accounts for around 70% of U.S. economic activity. That is way too much. We should not have our economy structured so that it requires all the consumers to spend a ton of their money to keep it going. This is so stupid. It's like we're giving our money to each other. What we should be doing is producing more in America and sending it out to other countries. So we should be producing things and getting money brought in from all these other countries. So we should be, exporting goods, but that won't happen until we get someone better that isn't a puppet, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to talk about politics here, okay? So what is happening here is what I coined the Biden bust, okay? And at the end of this, I might even let you in on some of what those texts are, because that's my primary researcher right there. I have to double check everything. Really, I always double check every research item before I bring it to you. But now, one of the last remnants of our economy we had under Trump is the labor market, which is still resilient. Okay, we've been hearing reports the labor market's still fairly strong. I've been hearing it from everybody. Freaking Steve Van Meter, Peter Schiff, a lot of people that I'm listening to about the economy. And yeah, but it is slowing. We added 187,000 jobs in August, and the unemployment rate went from 3.5 to 3.8. And I'm predicting that if we see the unemployment rate rise more, that's going to even be a bigger detractor to these stocks. It could bring stocks even down more. I am predicting stocks are going to come down more. Yeah, look at the UVIX. I just talked about that. I'm always talking about mentioning UVIX, and I say it's good to trade. It presented an amazing trade opportunity, and I've been saying the markets could take a tumble. And then it's like I always tell you guys, that's something to trade, something to watch. So gold, 1900. Yeah, we actually saw gold went into the 18s today, 1890 something, and guys, gold's going to hold out fairly strong in this recession. Gold and silver are going to hold out, I think, better than stocks for the most part, okay? So I want to look at, and into the future, we know gold and silver will not really blast off, shouldn't blast off anyways, until these rates come down or until they're going to bring rates down in the very near future. For right now, it still looks like it could be about 6 months away from when they start to lower the rates, okay? It might be less. But it's making the gold and silver market sell off right now. I said I wanted this to happen so we can buy cheap. That's one of the whole things, is that I want to buy cheap. So gold, I'm going to tell you some gold stocks that I like. GOLD, that's Barrick Gold. It's going for $15.28. Wheaton Precious Metals, this is one of the top companies, $41.68. Rio Tinto, RIO, that's going for $62.08. EGO, Eldorado Gold. This one was up, I think, close to like $100, and now it's under $10, okay? Silver is down to $22.83. This is one of my favorite assets of all time because I think it's undervalued. It's being suppressed to a certain degree by the powers that be. We know many of these large banking institutions have already gotten caught for suppressing the price of metals. So this isn't right what they're doing, because all we do when they get caught, all we do is just give them a slap on the wrist. We fine them a couple million bucks. But how much profit are they making from this nefarious illegal activity? They're making multi-millions, you know? So they don't care about the fine. So we really have to change things in this country to make, it's all structured basically to hurt the middle class. This is the way it's going. So, please get this stuff out there. because I want to tell people how to prepare. And one of those ways to prepare is, I think, buy silver and gold. That'll protect your wealth over time. So silver stocks I like. SVM, PAAS, AG, CDE, MAG. The AGQ is the silver ETF. So that's very volatile. So that can be good to trade. It'll have a lot of upside potential when silver does really make that moonshot. CGAU, okay? And you know my favorite is the SVM. They are in China though. But I like CGAU as one of my second favorites. If you want to know more about which ones I think you should add to your portfolio, it's not financial advice, but I will talk to you about that privately if you join the Patreon for $5. That way I feel like I'm getting something for everything that I put in. And I truly do feel like the information I give is extremely valuable, especially since I think I'm keeping everybody on the right side of this. And it's amazing that my channel is so small and it's taken so long to grow. For what it is, for the quality of content that I provide. It's just insane to me. It blows my mind. It makes me just want to quit. But at the same time, I love doing it, and I like helping the people that I do help. And I'm on the phone with people, and we talk about a lot of this stuff, and I just, I like doing it. So Bitcoin is down to 26,193. So I do think it will go far lower, much lower. So if you own Bitcoin, this is not financial advice, but I'd sell it, I would have sold it at 62. I had my buddies calling me. I had different people that I'm connected to because they, use my financial services. They want my advice. People are telling me, oh, come on, don't tell me to sell Bitcoin. I love my Bitcoin. It's at 60,000. I think it's going to 150. And I have to try to explain to these people, it's not going to happen. And I do it basically for free. And I'm wasting my time here. But like I said, I don't mind talking to some of you guys if you're really serious and if you're not a hater, So XRP is down to 50 cents. Ethereum is 1,591. Dogecoin is 6. It's no longer 0.062. It's now 0.06 cents. So I'm going to tell you some of the Bitcoin mining companies or these stocks that I like. RIOT, that's down to 906. MARA, that's down to 825. COIN, HIVE, HUT, SQ, and BKKT, Backed Holdings. That's supposedly one of the up-and-coming crypto exchanges. It'll move like a meme stock when crypto moves, okay? Should. Ain't no guarantees here on this channel. If you want to guarantee... Yeah, well, never mind. So we have INOD, the stock that I'm getting massive amounts of research sent to me on. Yeah, it's like, I can't get into this stuff right now. It's way too much that involves INOD. I got to do another special on that for the patrons. So again, the Patreon is going to be for added information over top of what the commoner already knows. And it's only $5, and if you don't like it, go. We've got a lot of 27 people on there right now, and there's not a lot. There's only like one person I think that's saying they might want to leave. I think it's because they're all waiting for a next big call. But I'm telling you, it might already be here with EVLV. So these guys that are waiting, I think it might even be here. Yeah, EVLV and INOD. Not financial advice. But yeah. GME is down to $16.78. I predict it could go lower, okay? Now I have a little thing I wrote out that I think is important for GME because I know there's a lot of people pumping GME. Some of them I do respect, some of them I don't. Okay, so now GME peaked in the last cycle. Remember when Trump lowered the interest rates? This is when GME peaked with the short squeeze and everything. And since the peak, we have seen 3 descending levels. So we had the peak, then we had a descending level, another descending level, another descending level. Now, it appears to me we could be going into the 4th descending level, the final capitulation. It's going to be the 4th level and then the final capitulation. So we have a chance to drop once more and then to drop a final a final dip after that. So this is going to be insane what happens with it. There's no guarantees, okay? Yeah, this is going to be crazy. We're going to see what happens with a lot of these stocks. Remember I mentioned Intel, INTC? If this does not stay within its trading range, right now it's at a low point. If it breaks below that range, we're going to see way more damage on these markets. It's just going to be one clue, one sign. If a lot more of these stocks start breaking below their trading ranges, these are going to be clues here, folks, of what I already personally know is coming. It's just going to be more apparent when we get these clues. And then you'll start to believe me, I think. Sound, if you don't already, Sound is down to $1.60. So this is one of the crazy AI penny pumper stocks that was up to like 5, and you know, glad I sold it because I foresaw it coming down. You know, I could foresee what's happening right now. AI is at 2363. UVIX is up to 405. That's the volatility index. I'd already mentioned it. Okay. So that's what, I'm not telling you what to do, but you buy that if you believe that this crash is going to continue. Or, you know, we could even see a little leveling off and then it crashes more later on. So the timing is always a little bit hard to predict. Okay, there's the auto workers strike going on right now. Biden said he's telling these people that they deserve more money. Okay? But you know what I think? I think he's just appealing to their vote. He's using this as a publicity stunt to make the people think that he's with them. They deserve more money. It's Biden's with the people. He's not with the corporations. But let me tell you something right now, everyone. He is with these corporations, okay? This is just a stunt. It makes me so mad. If he actually cared about the people, he would not have liquidated our strategic oil reserves to get votes during the midterm. Okay, this is a sad situation, guys. Just please share this content. Get it out there. I think it's really important. Watch other people, watch prepper channels and stuff like that. So, I do like to buy gold and silver and hold them. Okay, save money for food. Stock up on rice. I'm trying to get as much rice as I can right now. See? Trying to add, you know, get as much food as I can. Buy big 20-pound bags of rice. And so I do want to thank all my supporters, all the patrons. Thank you for all the good comments that you give me. You know, it really, you know, makes me happy to see that a lot of people do want to get involved in the comments now. And the channel's very slowly coming along, slowly growing. So thanks everyone, and I'm going to be coming out here very soon to do my market update tomorrow. See what happens. See if we get this continuation. The short term, though, guys, it's almost impossible to predict the absolute short term. Like tomorrow, you know, I would say we probably, you know, could go lower. But after a big drop like that, often there's a slight rebound. We're gonna see. So thanks everyone. Have a good night.